Hello, my name is Kengo. I'm introducing Japan's travel information based in Tokyo. Today I'm at the southernmost island of Japan, Okinawa.
Okinawa is a southern island of Japan that is known for beautiful beach resort. Okinawa has a unique culture and history that is different from mainland Japan. During your travel in Okinawa, you can enjoy the beach, resort hotel stay, and also the deep island culture of Okinawa in sightseeing and cuisine. You find the castle ruins where you can get a glimpse of the history of Ryukyu Kingdom that used to be here, and various tropical attractions, amazing and unique Okinawan cuisine, Okinawa's local liquor called Awamori. Okinawa is for everyone who visits, from budget traveler to who likes to enjoy the luxury resort stay. I visit Okinawa at least once a year, and I know nobody wants to see me lying down by the poolside. So today I'd like to drive around Okinawa's main island from the southern tip to the northern tip, so that you can get a travel idea what you can expect in Okinawa travel and how you can visit and get around Okinawa's main island. Okinawa is a group of islands located in the south of Kyushu Island. The chain of numerous islands continues to south of Kagoshima Prefecture, including iconic island of World Heritage Yakushima, the big island of Amami, to the southernmost island of Kagoshima, Yoron, and continuing to islands of Okinawa. Okinawa has 37 inhabitant islands that actually people live, and there are 3 major island groups that are popular for tourists. One is Okinawa's main island called Okinawa Honto, where I traveled in this video. The island is separating East China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. You can access to the several different small islands such as Kerama Islands, either by airplane or ferries depending on the island. The second area that are popular is Miyakojima, that are about 300 kilometers southwest of Okinawa's main island. Miyakojima Island and the surrounding islands are connected by bridges. Miyakojima area has 2 airports that have direct flights from Tokyo. The island is famous for the white sandy beaches and a beautiful ocean color called Miyako Blue. The area was lacking the hotels for a long time, but Hilton has just opened a resort. About 130 kilometers farther west is Ishigaki Island. Ishigaki is the main island of Yaeyama Island, and it's a hub for island hopping around the area. You can take ferry to surrounding islands such as Iriomotejima that has precious species of animals. All of these 3 islands have direct flights from Tokyo and some other major cities in the main islands of Japan, and there are shuttle flights between islands too. You might wonder which islands are better for you. You can choose the island based on several factors. Usually, Okinawa's main island is easier to find flights for reasonable prices. Also, Okinawa's main island is full of budget hotels and luxury resorts, and it has a big Naha city, so you can enjoy both beach and city. It also has a lot of fun attractions, so if you are not the type of the person sitting by the pool or beach, or if you are visiting with small children, I recommend Okinawa's main island. If you like to enjoy the small island atmosphere with white sandy beach and convenience at the same time, I recommend Miyakojima Island. When it comes to the sandy beach, Miyakojima is the winner. From here, let's focus on the Okinawa's main island, that probably is the biggest number of travelers visit. There are some international flights directly goes to Okinawa. Right now, there are several flights from Taipei, Seoul, Hong Kong, and Bangkok. From Tokyo's Haneda Airport, there are about 50 flights every day to Okinawa's Naha International Airport. It's the 3rd busiest route in Japan after Tokyo to Sapporo and Tokyo to Fukuoka. I took ANA this time, and other major flights are Japan Airlines and Skymark Airlines. From Narita Airport, you can also use LCCs such as Peach and Jetstar Japan. All of these airlines do campaign sale time to time, so you might want to check the price early if you put Okinawa into your itinerary. The flight from Tokyo is about 2 hours and 30 minutes. I got Shumai bento box near the gate and ate as my breakfast. The bento box for train is called Ekiben. For the airplane, it's called Soraben. The flight was very smooth and I started to see the island of Okinawa. I arrived at Okinawa's Naha airport. Now it's time to enjoy Okinawa. Okinawa doesn't have a train, so you can either get a rental car or use a bus or taxi. If you are staying at the hotel and doesn't get around that much, you can take buses. Some hotels have bus service for the guests. The buses are not running that frequently, so you might want to check the timetable when you plan the trip. Also, you cannot use the IC card, such as Suica, that are not issued in Okinawa. So this bus goes to Manza Beach, Moon Beach, and American Village, it says, and all the way to Nago bus terminal. There are several bus routes that go into the major resort area in the west coast of Okinawa. You can purchase a ticket online or at the counter of the airport. To get around many different places, the best way is to rent a car. If you have the reservation for the rental car, you can take the shuttle bus of the rental company you have a reservation from the island outside the arrival gate. To drive in Japan, you need international driver's license, and some countries has different conditions. I personally like to use a major rental car company. In Japan, major companies are Times Car Rental, Toyota Rental Car, and Nippon Rent-A-Car, and some more. Each of them has English site, and also you can use a site like Klook and Tabirai that you can compare the price for the date you like to get a car. One thing to note is you might want to make a reservation for rental car very early. Okinawa used to be one of the cheapest and easiest place to get a car, but after the pandemic, it became one of the most competitive places to get a rental car. I couldn't find any rental car from the major company at the Naha airport, so I got one in Naha city center. So let's get into the city center of Naha by monorail called Yuirail.
From the airport to the Naha city center, you can take a monorail called Yuirail.
Yuirail is the only public transportation in Okinawa that doesn't use the road. It connects the airport and the city center and further areas such as Shuri. You can use IC card such as Suica and Pasmo that you got in Tokyo or Osaka or any other major cities. If you stay in a resort and spend most of your time in your hotel choice greatly influences your travel experience in Okinawa. Most of the resort hotels are in the west coast of the island, especially from Yomitan Village to Onna Village and Nago City. There are many major brands such as Hyatt, Hilton, and Sheraton. Also, luxury full-service resorts such as Halekulani, Busena Terrace. If you like to stay budget, there are some hotels and condominiums along the west coast too. In this trip, I chose one budget hotel by the beach, one resort-style hotel by the beach, and one city hotel in Naha City. The first hotel I chose was the Best Western Kouki beach. They have 2 locations by the beach, and this one is facing the beautiful long beach of Nago. I usually like to stay in the big resort, but it was so convenient to stay in the small hotel and have a convenience store in downstairs. The room is spacious, definitely had a feeling of American motel chain, but they kept the typical Japanese amenities such as toothbrush and disposable slippers. And all rooms have an amazing view of the beach. Wow!
And the biggest reason to come to Okinawa is this beautiful beaches. Numerous number of beautiful beaches of different parts of the island.
beach was a little bit rough and not sandy on this area. I'm not sure if it's just now or it's usually like this. The beach and sand quality is very different, depends on where you go, and it's hard to know until when you get there. Overall, I liked this convenience of the small-sized hotel of the Best Western Kouki beach. I'd like to try another Best Western in the future.
Sunset is also very nice.
On the second night, I stayed at Okuma Private Resort. It's located far north of the island, but they run daily free shuttle bus from Naha city center. The hotel opened 45 years ago by Japan Airlines after the land of the Voice of America. The room is all cottage type and spread all over the property. Even though it has a long history as a resort hotel, many rooms are renovated and have modern style room. You cannot see the ocean from the room, so that could be the only cons for this hotel. It's nice and quiet environment away from the traffic or the city. The hotel has a large private beach and a small pool and public bath overlooking the beach. I stayed only one night here, but it's a good place to stay for a few nights and enjoy the great environment and beaches. On the third night, I stayed in Naha city. I found this hotel called Hotel Strata Naha right in front of Miebashi station. As I don't need a car in the city, I dropped off the car and walked to the hotel. It's a great location that you can access to the airport by U-Rail quickly, and you can also walk to the main streets of Naha, Kokusai Dori. Other two things I liked about the hotel in addition to the great location was the balcony. The twin room is facing the city and has a spacious balcony overlooking the city and the hotel pool. It was so nice to sit here in the warm breeze of Okinawa. Also, the hotel has a small pool surrounded by nice green, and it opens until 10 p.m. Many hotels close the pool with sunset in Okinawa, but this one opens until 10 p.m. with condition that you have to enjoy quietly after 8 p.m. Now you know how to get around and where to stay in Okinawa. Let's get around the island now. There are lots of things to see Okinawa's main island, and it's impossible to see everything in one trip. So I'd like to visit some of them in this video as I quickly follow the history of Okinawa. I hope you can pick up your favorite one when you visit, and there are a lot more than what I show in this video. One thing good to know is Okinawa's main island is not that small. There is about 100 kilometers from north to south, and attractions are spread out. It takes time to move from places to places, so it's better to plan in advance. In this video, I explain in 4 different areas: Naha City, south of Naha, middle of the island, and north of the island. Okinawa used to have Ryukyu Kingdom, and before the whole island was unified as a kingdom in 14th century, there used to be 3 kingdoms, north, middle, and south. And where they used to rule the northern part of the island was the Nakijin Gusuku.
I'm at the Nakijin Gusuku. Gusuku means the castle in Okinawa's world.
This is a World Heritage Site that you can see the site of Nakijin Castle. It's in the Nakijin village, not far from the major tourist destination of Okinawa, Churaumi Aquarium. From the castle, you see the beautiful island shapes of Izena Island and Ihea Island. The castle was attacked by the famous warrior and professional of making castle, Kosamaru, and finished its glory, but after that, the castle stayed as a hub to monitor the northern part of Okinawa, but it was burnt down by the attack of Satsuma which is current Kagoshima Prefecture, in 1609. Gosamaru served to protect the king, and the castle he built and lived until he killed himself is Nakagusuku. He was betrayed, and both Gosamaru and Nakagusuku was burnt down in 1458. Nakagusuku is another World Heritage Castle site that is closer to Naha City. You can see both Pacific Ocean and East China Sea from the top of the castle site. The Ryukyu kingdom continued 450 years until 19th century, where the king of Ryukyu lived and ruled the politics is Shuri Castle. You can walk from Shuri station of Yui Rail. The castle that was built in Ryukyu kingdom was burnt down during the World War II, and the new castle that was rebuilt after that burnt down again recently, and now they are rebuilding again. The castle site is registered as a World Heritage Site, but it's a site and not the building. So Shuri Castle is now under construction, so you can either wait until 2027 or you can come to see how they are reconstructing. Ryukyu Kingdom officially finished when its name was changed to Okinawa in 19th century. During the World War II, Okinawa became the main battleground between Japan and the United States. I'm at the Peace Memorial Park of Okinawa, located in the southernmost tip of Okinawa's main island. Okinawa became the main battlefield between the United States and Japan, and there was a lot of loss of lives in the local people and military people. And this is a place to wish for the world peace and also to remember the loss of the people. And there are 250,000 people's names who lost their lives in Okinawa is here. No matter they are Japanese or American or no other nationalities, their name is here together. And no matter what happened to the human's history, what is always there is the beautiful nature of Okinawa. Okinawa has beautiful beaches and island is filled with warm island breeze. One of the places you can enjoy the beautiful color of the Okinawa's ocean starts from the right next to the Naha airport. Between two runways of the Naha airport, there is a little island with a hotel, shops and restaurants. It's called Umikaji Terrace in Senakajima Island, and you can see airplanes landing and taking off. There is a hotel with natural hot springs, and from its room you can enjoy the view of the beach and runways. Each room has a bath with a view of runway, and also a large public bath facilities that you can enjoy the natural hot springs. If you want some different experience in Okinawa, it's a good place to visit. You can also just enjoy the public bath with day visit. Lots of beaches are in front of the resort hotels. If beach activities are important for you, I recommend to stay by the beach. It's much easier and less stress than driving up to the beach. There are also some nice beaches that you can visit. Zampa Beach has a white sandy beach that is hard to open eyes on sunny days without sunglasses. This is Zampa Beach in Yomitan Village. This beach has really white sand and very beautiful. Right next to the beach is the Cape Zampa that you can see the rough landscape with lighthouse. it's not a great place for marine leisure and water activities. I dropped by the cafeteria called Cape Zampa Drive-In for a cake and coffee. It was a nice place to stop by. I also visited the Cape Hedo, the northern tip of the Okinawa's main island. You see the dynamic view of the Okinawa's northern mountain called Yambaru Forest, and also the dynamic ocean wave. The view of the northern part of Okinawa looks a little bit different from the southern part of Okinawa, which seems more tropical. We see the southernmost island of Kagoshima Prefecture called Yoron Island, which is 22 kilometers away. If you like more activities, a good place to visit is the aquarium called the Churaumi Aqualium in the west edge of the Motobu Peninsula. So I arrived at the Kaiohaku Park in the northern part of the Okinawa Island. And here there is a big aquarium, which is probably the most popular tourist attraction in Okinawa's main island. So let's go see how it is. Lots of people from all over the world. It's known for a massive Kuroshio sea tank, which is one of the largest aquarium tanks in the world, containing the diverse range of marine life, including whale sharks and manta rays. The aquarium also features several other exhibits such as sea turtle and dolphins, showcasing the unique marine ecosystems and species. If you like animals, another place to visit is Neo Park in Nago. There are several different animals, but the most notable ones are the birds. Not all Okinawan-oriented birds, but it's a fun small zoo that you can enjoy walking through various themed areas and even feed the birds. This is a snack for the birds, it says. Let's try. Okay, this video is not about the animals, so let's move on. Naha City is the prefecture capital of Okinawa and where more than 3,000 people live. The great thing about Okinawa's main island is that you can enjoy the city scenes too. You can drop the car and enjoy walking around the streets of Naha and enjoy shopping and dinings. Naha's main street is this Kokusai Dori, which means International Avenue. It's continuing from Yuri Rail's Kenchomai Station to Makishi Station, so you can access from both stations. It's a walkable area and you can see several side streets, Makishi Market and Yachimun Street, that extend from the near Hyatt Regency Hotel. It's a street that you can find lots of pottery shops. The statue you see a lot everywhere in Okinawa is called Shisa. Shisa is a guardian that protects the house from evils, and it's a popular souvenir from Okinawa that you can see in almost all souvenir shops in Okinawa. There are lots of souvenir shops and restaurants that you can enjoy steaks and Okinawan cuisine. Now let's drop by one izakaya and try Okinawan cuisine and local liquor called Awamori. Okinawa cuisine is unique with local vegetables, tofu, seaweed, and lots of pork. Goya champu is a stir fry to enjoy the bitterness of goya, umi budo, which means sea grape, is the seaweed to enjoy the texture. The small balls along the stem explode as you bite, and it's interesting to eat. Awamori is a traditional distilled alcohol beverage from Okinawa that is made from rice. You can enjoy the different flavor of Awamori.
これも美しいとかそういう意味があって作られてるんですけど、こっちがこうして寝かされてる青森なので、寝かしたことによってアルコールの角が取れてまろやかな感じになってるんですごい飲みやすい。
So this is Okinawa's special spirit called Awamori. And there are many different kinds. So the store person gave me two really different kinds. So this is more all types, kind of sweet and soft. And this is more fresh. As usual, I turned red so quickly.
On the way to the hotel, I dropped by the small shop to eat the Okinawa soba. It's a must-eat food in Okinawa. There are plenty of Okinawa soba shops in Okinawa that is different depending on the region in Okinawa.
It's raining today.
There are some things to know when you visit Okinawa. Okinawa has warm weather year-round, but it can be chilly in winter. The best time that you can swim in the ocean is from late March to October, but it goes into rainy season from mid-May to June, and it gets strong typhoon during summer, so it's a little challenging to predict the weather for Okinawa. The popular souvenir from Okinawa is a Ryukyu glass that has a beautiful colors looks like the scene you just saw at the beach. When I saw the Ryukyu glass for the first time during Okinawa trip, I was excited to see the beautiful gradation of the colors that looks like it packs the color of the ocean of Okinawa. It's a perfect gift to bring home the fun travel memory of Okinawa. Recently, some products are not made in Okinawa, so make sure to check the label. It's your choice, but I don't want you to get sad when you arrive home. Even though Okinawa has beautiful beaches, some islands are not developed as a resort, and there are tons of hidden gems and off-the-beaten paths in Okinawa, especially in small islands. But it doesn't mean you can swim everywhere. Even if it looks peaceful, it can be a dangerous spot with fast current, and some beaches can be sanctuary places for the island residents that you cannot swim, so it might help to ask a hotel person before you go. I hope you could get a snapshot of Okinawa trip. You might not consider visiting Okinawa when you think of visiting Japan. There are tons of beautiful beach resorts in the world, and probably that is not what you expect to Japan. You are right. It's definitely not a place to visit instead of Tokyo or Kyoto for the first-time visitors to Japan. But if you have been to Japan before, or you have a few weeks or a month in Japan, it's definitely worth putting in your itinerary. Okinawa is not just about the beautiful beaches. You can experience amazing local culture in foods, art crafts, and there is something about the island breeze of Okinawa that makes you a repeater of the island. Thank you for watching. Have a great trip to Japan. Have a great week until the next video.